this question now reads, what is 336 in Roman numerals? What is 336 in Roman numerals? Do you know about Roman numerals? Take a while and look at the question. See if you know the answer. You can pause the video if you'd like and then come back and hear my answer. This question now, let's work it out. 336 in Roman numerals. What is 336 in Roman numerals? Okay, let's learn how to calculate Roman numerals first before we get to the answer for this one. This one will be a little lengthy. Okay, so prepare to learn, do a little learning here. The numbers we use are called Indo-Arabic numerals. The numbers we use are called Indo-Arabic numerals. The Romans used a number system, a system that used letters. The Romans used a system that used letters. So the Roman numeral system used letters. Okay, the letters are, for our number 1, they use I. For our number 1, they use I. For our number 5, they use V. For number 5, they use V. For number 10, they used X. For number 10, they used X. For number 50, they used L. For number 50, they used L. For number 100, they use C. For number 100, they use C. For number 500, they use D. For number 500, they use D. And for number 1000, they use M. For 1000, they use M. So again, for 1, they use I. For 5, they use V. For 10, they use X. For 50, they use L. For 100, they use C. For 500, they use D. And for 1000, they use M. Okay. So what the Romans do now is group the letters together, and they use addition and subtraction in different cases. So we group the numbers, so we group the letters together and do addition or subtraction depending on the number. Okay, the first rule is the letters I, X, C, and M may be repeated only 3 times, no more than 3 times. The letters I, X, C, and M may be repeated 3 times only. So you can have I is 2, I is 1, I is 2, and I is, yes, 3. Next, X is 10, XX is 20, so you add it. So you see I'm adding here, XX is 20 and XXX is 30. XXX is 30. Next, C is 100, CC is 200, and CCC is 300. Okay, next, M is 1000, MM is 2000, and MMM is 3000. Okay, let's go on to the next rule. The next rule is the letters V, L, and D may be used only once. The letters V, L, and D can be used only once. Why? Because V is 5 and VV would be 10, but we already have a letter for 10. VV is 10 and we already have a letter for 10. X is 10. X is 10. Next, L is 50 and we already have a letter for LL. LL would be L, 50 plus 50, 100. We already have a letter for 100. What is the letter for 100? C. Yes, see, we already have C. So no need to write LL. Also, D. D is 500. 500 plus 500 is 1000. Do we have a letter for 1000? Yes, we already do. We have M. M is 1000. So you don't write VV, you don't write LL, you don't write BB. Those would be incorrect. Next rule, rule 3, the next rule. Okay, if the value of a letter is bigger, if it's bigger than or equal to, if the value of a letter is bigger than or equal to the value of the letter to its right, you add the letters together. So if the value of a letter is bigger or greater than, is greater or equal to the value of the letter to its right, add. If the value of a letter is bigger than or greater than or equal to the value of the letter to its right, add. Okay, so we're going to add the letters. So CL, what is CL? C is 100, L is 50, L is 50, C is 100 and L is 50. So C is 100, so you can write that down. When you're just starting it, you can write it down. If you're not used to it, it's not easy to work it out in your head. And then L is 50. So the rule says if the value of a letter is greater than or equal to the value of the letter to its right, add. So C, the value to the right of C, or C is greater than the value of the letter to its right. C is greater than the value of the letter to its right, which is L. So 100 is greater than 50. So you add them. So you have CL, add them. So C plus L, 100 plus 50 is 150. So CL is 150. Let's do another. D, X, I. We have 3 letters here. We're going to do a little grouping here. DXI. Let's group the 2 back ones. You can group them in terms in 3s or in 2s. Okay, 3 letters together or 2 letters together, or 2 letters together. First you try 2 letters, then you look, if 2 letters is not the what you must group it as, you group it as 3 letters. So you look at it and you start at the back, because you're going to group them in terms of ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Group them in terms of ones, tens, hundreds and thousands, start with the ones. So start at the back then, because the ones are at the back. The ones are at the back, so start at the back. So DXI, start at the back. XI, let's circle it. That can be grouped. X is 10, I is 1. X is 10 and I is 1, so 10 is larger than 1, so add them. 10 is larger than 1, so add them. So that would be 10 plus 1, 11. That would be 11. But let's go to the number beside it. D by itself is 500. So that would be 500. Or we can say, instead of saying 11, let's say 10. Okay, let's say 10. So 5 plus 10 plus 1. 5 plus 10 plus 1. So that would be 500. Plus 10 is 510. And 510 plus 1 is 511. So 500 plus 10 is 510. And 510 plus 1 is 511. So 500 plus 10 plus 1 is 511. So DXI is 511. Let's go to the next rule. The next rule says, if the value of a letter is less than the value of the letter to its right, subtract. If the value of a letter is less than the value of a letter to its right, subtract. So this is the opposite now of what we just did. First, the value of the letter to the right was the value of the letter was greater than the value of the letter to its right. Now in this one, the value of the letter is less than the value of the letter to its right. So when that happens, you subtract. So if the value of a letter is less than the value of the letter to its right, subtract. So we're going to use one that we did already. We had XI. So let's switch around XI and make it IX. So XI was 11. So therefore IX would be what? We subtract, so it would be 10 minus 1, 9. So IX would be 9. So XI would be 10 plus 1, 11, but IX would be 10 minus 1, 9. So XI would be 11 and IX would be 9. So XI would be 11 and IX would be 9. Similarly, CM. What is CM? C is 100 and M is 1000. C is 100 and M is 1000. The first letter, let's say the first letter, maybe it's easier for you to think about it that way. The first letter is smaller than the second letter. So the first letter is smaller than the second letter, so you subtract them. So that would be C is 100, M is 1000. So 1000 minus 100 is 900. 1000 minus 900 is 1000 minus 100 is 900. So CM is 900. CM is 900. So therefore, what would be MC then? If CM is 900, what is MC? MC, the bigger number is in front, so you add. So MC, M is 1000, C is 100. M is 1000, C is 100, so add them. 1000 plus 100 is 1100. 1000 plus 100 is 1100. Okay, let's recap these a little bit. So remember, the letters I, X, C and M may be repeated only 3 times. So X is 30. Next, the letters V, L, D, the letters V, L and D can be used only once. The letters V, L and D can be used only once. Next rule, the letter, if the letter in front is larger than the other letter, add. If the letter in front is larger, add. So CL would be 100 plus 50, 150. So if the letter in front, or if the first letter is larger, add. So CL is 100 plus 50, 150. If the first letter is larger, add. So CL is 100 plus 50, 150. If the first letter is a smaller, subtract. If the first letter is a smaller, subtract. That's the first of two letters, that is. Okay? First of two letters. If the first letter is smaller, subtract. If the first letter is smaller, subtract. So CM would be 1000 minus 100. CM would be 1000 minus 100 minus 100, 900. CM would be 1000 minus 100, which is 900. And finally, you may have many letters, and if you have many letters, you will need to do both addition and subtraction. Usually, if you have many letters, you will usually need to do both addition and subtraction. If you have many letters, you will usually need to do both addition and subtraction to put the letters together and make the number. Group them in terms of ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. So put the ones together, put the tens together, put the hundreds together, and put the thousands together. You group them in 2 or 3 letters together. 2 or 3 letters together. So first you look at 2 letters, and then you look at 3 letters and see if 3 letters would make a number or 2 letters would make a number. And you use the one that is used. So you start with the ones, then you go to the tens, then the hundreds, then the thousands. Then you put them together and make one big number. Put the tens, put the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands together to make one big number. Okay, let's do one question. Let's do one question before we do this one that we are working on, because we are working on a question where we are supposed to find what is 336 in Roman numerals. But before we do that, let's do one question and then we move on to our question that we are working out. So what is, and you may write it down so you can work it out, so you can see it on paper and know it if you don't know how to work out Roman numerals. What is M C M X I V? What is M C M X I V? What is M C M X I V? Okay, let's group. So start at the back with the ones. IV, let's circle it. What is IV? The smaller number in front, so we subtract. The smaller number is in front, so we subtract, because I is smaller than V. I is 1 and V is 5. I is smaller than V, so we subtract. So that would be 5 minus 1, 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. So the ones is 4. Let's move on to the tens. Okay, let's put together the two first, see if that is tens. MX, that will be 1000, and 10, so that's not tens. So let's use the X by itself. So the X by itself is 10. 10. So that will be 10. 10 for the number in the tens position. Next, M. Let's look at M. Let's look at CM. CM would be what? That would be a smaller number in front of the bigger one, so that would be 900, right? 900. Before we decide that is 900, let's check MCM. No, that doesn't look like, that looks like 2 numbers. Okay, MCM looks like 2 numbers because you have 2 M's there. One at the beginning, one at the end. So the M in front is a number by itself. So let's work out CM. We already worked it out still. So C is smaller than M, so you subtract C is smaller than M, so you subtract. So C is 100, M is 1000. C is 100, M is 1000. So it is 1000 minus 100, which is 900. 900. I don't know if you can subtract these quickly in your head, but do it with 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. So that's quick workout. 1000 minus 100 is 900. Alright, so that's 900 for the hundreds. And then the 1000, M would be the thousands, and that is 1000. 1000, M is 1000. So let's look at it again. So M is 1000, and we've circled each of these. We circled M, and we circled CM, and we circled X, and we circled IV. So M is 1000, CM is 900, X is 10, and IV is 4. Let's add them. M 1000, add to that 900 for CM, add to that, and you can write it down like how you do the regular addition, with tens on the tens, ones on the ones, hundreds on the hundreds, thousands on the thousands. So 1000 plus 900 plus 10, X is 10, and IV is 4, plus 4. So 1000 for M plus 900 for CM plus 10 for X plus 4 for IV. Add them. 1000 plus 900 plus 10 plus 4. So 1000 plus 9 is 1900. 1900 plus 10 is 1910. And 1910 plus 4 is 1914. 1914. So therefore MCM XIV is 1914. MCM XIV is 1914. The next, so let's look at the question here. What is 336? What is 336 in Roman numerals? 300 would be what? C is 100, so 300 would be CCC. 300 is CCC. And next 6 would be what? 5 is V, and 1 is I. So VI. 6 is VI. So 300 would be CCC, and 6 would be VI. So that would be CCC V. Oh, sorry, not 306, 336. 336. So let's put in the 30. So we have the 6, which is VI, and we have the CCC for 300. What is 30? XXX. So 336 would be CCC for 300, XXX for 30, and VI for 6. CCC would be 300, XXX would be 30, and VI would be 6. So CCC would be 300, XXX would be 30, and VI would be 6. So 336 is CCC, XXX, VI. CCC, XXX, VI. 336 is a CCC, XXX, VI. So the answer is D. 336 is CCC, XXX, VI. D. Subscribe to my channel to get updates of new videos that are available on YouTube as soon as they become available. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. It's free. Like and subscribe, and also you're invited to share my videos. So when you subscribe, when I upload a video, for instance, if the video you are watching is Social Studies Part 2, when I upload Social Studies Part 3, you will get a notification on your computer right away that I have uploaded Social Studies Part 3, and you can go ahead and see the video. So go ahead, click that subscribe button right now. Thank you for watching. You should watch these GSAT videos over and over again until you know them from memory. Repetition is important. You can always message me if you have any questions or need further help using my email address, my Facebook page, or the telephone numbers that are shown on the screen. So bye bye for now. Bye bye.